Welcome back to our channel. Thank you for tuning in. This video is on how the stars and planets influences our lives. This is not an astrology class. This is the spiritual explanation, which is logical, easy to understand, and most of us are totally unaware of. You may have heard me say in other videos, as compressed, light ether beings, we are all perfect, pure, spiritual beings who once lived in the absolute reality. That is God, love, or heaven. However, we have removed ourselves from this absolute reality by turning away through egoistic and hateful thoughts and actions. In other words, we have put shadows onto our pure spiritual essence, our soul. These burdens have weighed us down, and we have lowered ourselves to the level of the material universe, into which we now incarnate repeatedly, here on planet Earth, into a physical body where we are stuck in the cycle of reincarnation. By leaving the state of absolute reality, we have entered the causal, or relative universe. Here, every cause has an effect. It is the realm of sowing and reaping. Whatever we send out comes back to us, but not always right away. Whatever we sow in this life may come back to us many lifetimes later. The question now is, how and where are all our feelings, thoughts, words, and actions recorded? I go deeper into this in the video How Karma Works, but to summarize, whatever we feel, think, say, or do is stored in several places, just like in computers. First, in our soul. Then it's stored in our genes, our cells, in the Akashic records, and mainly in the corresponding planetary constellations of the material and the semi-material universes of similar vibration. Like attracts like. The stars and planets are the record keepers of all our negative aspects. Life is consciousness, and consciousness is sending and receiving. All the stars, the planets, the galaxies in the material and semi-material universes are in constant communication. They are a cosmic information storage and communication system, which is constantly shifting and moving. We are living in an unimaginably large communication network. The stars and planets are continuously sending and receiving information, just like our brain. Here, you can see the amazing similarity between these two systems, the macrocosmos and a microcosmos. Have we ever wondered how the satellite program was invented? Technology has simply copied this natural process of the cosmos. So over many, many lifetimes, we have all loaded a lot of negative aspects, meaning a lot of garbage, into this immense cosmic computer. The problem is that we don't know or don't remember all the bad stuff we did long time ago, or even in past lifetimes. And this is where the planets come in to help and guide us. They are our personal data banks. Whenever they have reached a certain position or set duration, they download back to us exactly what we have once stored in them. This is called karma. We are reaping what we have sown. This can be a small, irritating situation, to horrific blows of fate, illness, and other disasters. Every day, these planets are sending back to us what we are ready to face and clear. That's why we don't know what the new day brings, and each day is different for every being. This downloading of a certain karma can also be for large groups of people, like whole countries. That is called group karma. But here is the good thing. Even the most horrific things that we once have done and have stored in the planets will not come back to us suddenly or as a total surprise. Nope. Firstly, we always get some small warnings. We are admonished repeatedly by the eternal law. This allows us to stop our negative activities and clear things up before they hit us in full measure. This clearing up includes forgiving others, asking for forgiveness, and no longer doing it. In other words, putting love back where we once let our ego rule us. This is how we slowly free our soul from the many layers of burdening soul garments. That is the path to absolute freedom, the path back home. So the information that is downloaded to us is the building block of our day. Every second, minute, and hour consists of information that we once stored into the causal computer. With an average of life expectancy of only about 800,000 hours, we can now see that each hour is very precious and carefully crafted for us. We're experiencing this earthly life to clear all the garbage that we once stored into the universal causal computer. And if we are not watchful in this lifetime, we will continue uploading new negative aspects that eventually will make up our future days and lives here on earth. We are fully responsible of how we will live in the future. So whenever something gets our attention throughout the day, via our outer and inner senses, it is the moment of self-exploration. We ask ourselves why. There are no accidents in life. The stars even influence where we are today. If we are at home, visiting grandmother, or traveling to Timbuktu, it is all carefully orchestrated. The fact that we suddenly think of a certain person whom we had a fallout with a long time ago, or the image of a picture that brings up envy, rage, and so on, or we suddenly are reminded of something painful from our childhood. Everything around us speaks to us. If you have seen the video, The Law of Projection, you know that everything around us is merely a mirror of ourselves. Everything wants to tell us something, and it is well orchestrated for our benefit. We can ask our guardian spirits to touch our conscience so that we recognize what we should clear up today. With the power of God within and Christ, we sincerely repent and clear it and no longer do it. If we are truly living in the here and now, in the moment, we will not miss these important impulses. To summarize, all of our negative feelings, thoughts, words, and actions have been stored in the repository planets of the solar systems of the universes. According to their ever-changing positioning, that information is downloaded back to us as karma. Every second, every minute, and every hour of the day gives us the chance to undo or reduce the impact of this return karma. There are quite a few books on this subject. For example, this short but very comprehensive book that is available on Amazon. It is called Live the Moment by Gabriele. As always, it was an honor to be with you. Thank you.